Yep, this is going to be one of those videos where I'm almost daring people to watch it. John Hartford put out this song called, I believe, Tall Buildings, and it tells a story, stories are important, of a gentleman who has to say goodbye to the morning dew and say goodbye to you and go off to work in tall buildings. Well, this is the time of the year for me where I have to follow suit. Little flip-flop. I go from working in a building to working outside. The preserve. I had my first board meeting last night. In a week, yeah, in 7 days, it's all I'm going to be doing. I'd love to be making bows, but 150% of my focus, energy, efforts has to go to the preserve for months and months on end. That's just the way it is. Sorry to say. You might think that I've got the bow bug so bad, I'm gonna, nope. It is what it is. It's been a tremendous some months of bow building. Started off my winter break playing a lot of music and then hit the bows hard. Well, let's see, where am I on this one? I've got a group of bows I have to finish up. Those sinew-backed ones, they're going to be ready to start tillering. In this one, you've seen before, I've been going through my videos that I've done, and I'm starting to delete the ones that are repetitive and I just as soon see gone. So that's why I'm removing them. These BTW are just temporary. I didn't make a great effort to stick them down. I've got them in places where when the sinew is drying, and this recurve is going to go back up when it shrinks up. I don't want it to lift off, so I just had these temporary sinew wraps over areas where inside corners that will peel up because I didn't spend a lot of time sticking them down. I've got them on the recurved areas, got them on the inside of the handle. These will be gone because this is an area when the sinew, which will be under tremendous pressure, will pull off. That'll support that. On the carbuncles, because there's bumps there, I don't want it to, on the inside corners of these carbuncles, I don't want it to lift off. And on this one, and again, they'll peel off. Now where you see garbage bags, those are the permanent tip wraps underneath here. And I don't want it to dry right away. I dipped the whole tip in the hide glue where I wanted it to stick after I sanded it. And then let my sinew soak in my pot for a while so it's nice and gluey. And because the tips had dried the backing to the point where I could do that, wrapped them, stuck plastic over it. I don't want it to dry right away. I want this to bond to the back, so I use my garbage bag trick. And that's where I am with this black locust bow. Getting back to stories. Okay, so I'll do another video. You're gonna see these things, shooting, of course. But I'm gonna leave you with a channel I discovered at YouTube. There's a tremendous amount of chaff, but there's a lot of grains of wisdom. And I discovered this channel, luckily, and I didn't see any of my regular viewers commenting on it, so I don't believe you discovered it. The fellow is a tribal member of the blanking Iroquois Confederation. I'm not sure which tribe he belongs to. I mean, there's 6 of them. There's the Cayuga, the Oneida, the Mohawk, the Seneca, the Onondaga, and the Tuscarora. And these were tribes that were part of a confederacy. You've heard of Iroquois. There is no Iroquois tribe. It's an assemblage of 6 tribes. And there was a little bit of ebb and flow in there. But I mean, the way he makes bows, aside from everything else, those bows tell a story. He tells a story. And I'm going to have a link to his final video. And his final video is very striking, where basically, I'm going to paraphrase it, he's saying, I've had enough. I'm not getting anything out of making these videos. I don't enjoy making them. I'm done. But I can hardly believe that. There's an air of sadness in that. But I can't believe that he didn't get anything out of them, because literally he tells some stories in here, wonderful stories. And also talks about Iroquoian armor, weapons, tools, and how to make a flat bow, which is rather unique. And although that bow is not really described, his style of bow is not really described in any literature that I have seen, it is an Iroquoian bow. And I'm sure that just like layers of sinew that are overlapped that create the entire bow, that the little story of his bows are overlapped from the people that taught him to the people that taught them to the people that taught them, and so it is a true bow. Anyway, that is all. Thank you for watching. And who knows, medicinal herbs, planting my garden, weeding my sweetgrass patch, trail work, what have you. I'll be around, and you'll see these things being drawn and shot, of course, but basically this is it for bow making for me for a while. Just cleaning up the projects I have and going off and working in tall buildings, which happen to be trees. Excellent.